Hi guys, my name is Jamie. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day hanging out with me on my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a few products that didn't work for me. So as a quick disclaimer, just because these products didn't work for me doesn't mean they won't work for you. We all have different skin types and different preferences. If I'm talking about one of your favorite products, that's totally fine. You're still allowed to love things that I don't like, and I can like things that you don't like. So the first product that I want to talk about is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. I bought this because a lot of YouTubers that I like were talking about how great it is, so I went out to buy it. I have mine in the shade 05 Fair, and maybe I just picked up a shade that's too light for me, but I can't get this powder to work for me. Whenever I put it on my under eyes, it looks great momentarily, but then my under eyes look so creasy and creepy, and it makes me look like I'm 1,000 years old. I like my number 7 powder from the drugstore much better than this, and once I get this out of my collection, I'm not repurchasing this. It just didn't do what I thought it would do. The next product is this NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner. I kind of feel like I might have gotten a dud because I know so many people talk about this, but mine is really liquidy, which is a good thing because that means it won't run out, but this product bleeds everywhere. I'll put a really cute winged eyeliner and then all of a sudden my wing will be transferred down and it migrates into every line and crease in my eye. It stays well, which I guess is an asset, but when I mess up, it takes forever to get it off. I don't like this eyeliner. I have other preferences that I like more than this. And because it bleeds so much, it's kind of just sitting there in my collection. I wore it for Halloween where I was the basic cat, and it took me forever to paint on a nose and whiskers because it just bled everywhere. The next product that I want to talk about is this Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lipstick. It's in the shade, I think it's called Blue Iris, and I bought this when I was still trying to get more adventurous with makeup because I wanted a blue lipstick. But I didn't think I would buy a high-end blue lipstick because realistically, how often would I wear this? So I bought this, and initially I really liked it, but the only issue with this lipstick is it takes thousands of coats to build up. It's really sheer upon your initial application. I have to put at least 4 coats on to get to full opacity. But when you put 4 coats of a liquid lipstick on, it like crumbles and it gets flaky, and it looks like your lips have 4 coats of lipstick on. The color's pretty, but I definitely think I could find another blue lipstick that I like better because this formula just isn't working for me, and the only time I wear it is for YouTube videos, and I won't wear it out of the house because it just flakes off and crumbles off, and not what I'm looking for in a liquid lipstick. I'd be interested in trying their nude shades though to see if they're a better formula because I liked how it felt. I just hated how many coats I had to put on to make this work. Another product that I didn't like is this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set Brow Gel. So I have naturally full eyebrows and I typically fill them in just a bit and then I set them with brow gel to make sure they stay in place all day. I bought this one when I was first starting to experiment with brow gels because I was like, oh, L'Oreal, I know a lot of people like their brow products. This did not work for me. My brows shifted just as if I didn't have a brow gel on, so it did nothing to keep them in place. And it actually developed like a white film and made my brows look white by the end of the day. Because of all those reasons, I don't use this, but I found that brow gel works really well to tame flyaways in your hair. So that's why I still have this product because I'm having a really frizzy hair day. I'll throw this in, but for my brows, it leaves like a white cast on the hairs and does nothing to help them stay in place because they end up moving terribly throughout the day. Another product that I didn't like is this NYX HD eyeshadow base. One, it's in the shade Skin Tone, which this isn't everybody's skin tone, so we'll discuss that shade naming later, but it doesn't work for me. I don't know if it's supposed to just intensify colors or help your eyeshadow last longer because I initially bought it in lieu of an eyeshadow primer. But this has such a weird greasy consistency that does nothing to help my eyeshadows stay. I have really dry skin but really oily eyelids, so I find that a primer is a necessity for me on an everyday basis. This does nothing for my eyeshadows. Yeah, it might make them look more intense, but then they fade within a few minutes, so honestly, I'd be better off without it. The consistency and the texture of this is just so off-putting that I really don't want to reach for it, and I'll probably declutter it from my collection. Another product that I didn't like is this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. I have mine in the shade Poet. I liked these because I really like a long-lasting liquid lipstick that you can just put on and not have to touch up throughout the day. And that was the premise of these. They're supposed to last 24 hours. But I hate the formula of this. I find that I can just never get it to work just right. I either put on too much and it just goops up on my lips and does that thing where you separate your lips and it has the strings, or it stays tacky all day. If I ever rub my lips together, you can see the lipstick separating and it's just tacky and uncomfortable. I also find that it doesn't really stay that long. I have other liquid lipsticks that stay even longer than this with formulas I like better. Maybe I'm just applying this wrong and I still have to work with it more, but to be honest, it's not worth the effort when I have so many other liquid lipsticks that I enjoy more. Another product that I didn't like is this Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I got this sample size from an Allure Beauty box and I was so excited to try it because I've never really tried much from Hourglass due to their higher price point. When I got this, I immediately tried it and I found that it did nothing for my foundation. It actually made my foundation wear off quicker and I felt like it was slip sliding around my face. It wasn't something I'd plan on repurchasing, and yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to purchase the full size of this primer because the mini size did nothing. I'm definitely glad I got it in the mini size. I wouldn't have to waste my money on the full size, but maybe if you have oily skin, this will work better for you, but for my dry skin, this did nothing and was actually not that good. Another product that I have that I currently used up is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. I got a sample size of Sephora Point Perk, and I was super excited to try it because I typically don't try high-end mascaras. My favorite mascara is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, which I have on today, and I find that it just works really well for my lashes. So the Benefit one did work well. It separated them and made them black, but I don't think I'd ever repurchase that because it does the same as my Essence Lash Princess one, which is only $5. High-end mascaras have never really had the appeal to me because I found drugstore mascaras that work so well. So although I liked the Bad Gal Bang and I was happy to try it, it's not something I would consider repurchasing and didn't do enough for me to justify the price tag. The last product that I want to talk about is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer, which I also don't have in my collection. I got this when I was still venturing into eyeshadow primers and decided to start with an affordable brand to see if I could find something that works for me. This primer is just so tacky, which might be a good thing, but I find that my eyeshadows stick to it and I can't really blend it out. And then if I set the primer, I find that it doesn't last as long. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation. The only time I ever liked it is when I did a cut crease and I could use it to lay down the shadow, but I felt that it didn't help the longevity of my eyeshadows. They would last maybe 5-6 hours, but my Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer, which is my current favorite, has them last for up to 12 hours. So the Wet n Wild, although it was cheaper, wasn't really worth it. So those are some of the products that didn't really work out for me. What products have you tried that weren't your favorites? Please let me know down below. If you liked this video, I hope you'd consider subscribing for more content and 2 new videos every week. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.